Today we are going to discuss the Kirke coat of arms. But before we get started, we wanted to let you know that we offer genealogy research service at our website. Please visit us at coadb.com. First coat of arms to discuss is blazoned Argent, a chevron between three boar's heads, erased sable, Crest, a boar's head, erect, and erased sable. This belonged to the Kirkes of Mirfield and Retford in County Nottinghamshire, England. There was John Henry Kirke Esq, born 1833, a justice of the peace and a major in the army who served in India and Crimea. He was son of William Kirke of Mirfield, who was son of John Kirke of Markham and Retford. And it looks like he descended ultimately from one Nicholas Kirke of Anstan in Yorkshire, who died in 1659, who had son John Kirke of Anstan, who purchased the Markham estate in 1685. Now, I believe this was also the same coat of arms and crest granted in 1600 to George Kirk, master of the robes to King James I. He had son George Kirke of Gillingham, a member of Parliament for Clitheroe, and that George had three sons: Charles Kirke of St. Martin in the Field, George Kirke of Charing Cross and Sheriff Hutton, and John Kirke of Easton. And the son George of Charing Cross had four sons himself of note: Philip Kirke, keeper of White Palace, who died in 1678, Major General Percy Kirke, who died in 1691, scene depicted here, Charles Kirke and George Kirke, Kirk of Scotland, gules a crozier or sword argent, satire weighs on a chief of the second, a thistle vert. Kirk of Aberfoyle in County Perthshire, Scotland, there was Reverend Robert Kirke, who died in 1692, son of Reverend James Kirke, both of Aberfoyle. They descended from David Kirke, alive in the year 1549, a burgess of Edinburgh who was slain in fighting while defending the privileges of the town against the insults of some Frenchmen. And that David Kirke had brother William Kirke, alive in the year 1534. Another for Kirk of Scotland, as borne by James Kirke, a merchant in Edinburgh. Coat of arms and crest borne by William Kilvington Kirke, Esquire of Stockton-on-Tees in County Durham, England, granted in 1881. Kirk of the Eves in County Derbyshire, Henry Kirke Esquire of the Eves, born in 1842, a barrister and a magistrate of British Guiana, son of Henry Kirke, born 1797, who was a descendant of Arnold Kirke of Martinside, who was the son of Arnold Kirke of Whitehall Hall. Sir David Kirke, who was born around the year 1597, proprietor of Newfoundland. Lewis Kirke, governor of Canada, and Captain Thomas Kirke, vice admiral of the English fleet, all sons of Gervase Kirke, who was a merchant of the city of London, who was the son of Thurston Kirke of Greenhill, who was the son of Arnold Kirke of Whitehall. And it was also borne by David's descendant, John Kirke of Eastham in County Essex, and it was granted for their good service done in and encountering and vanquishing the French navy and bringing the admiral prisoner to England. Another for Kirk of Scotland, azure, a crozier, and sword and satire argent on a chief of the last, a thistle vert, crest, a fox, sagent gules. Or a chevron azure and chief, a label gules for Kirk of Yorkshire. And lastly, perfess or and gules, a bent ermine. And if you enjoyed this video, please visit us at coadb.com, where we offer genealogy research service. Link in the description. Thank you very much.